Steven Spielberg created an iconic Jurassic Park moment while blasting music from one particular band through his car stereo. The classic 1993 dinosaur catastrophe movie features numerous memorable scenes. While some come directly from Michael Crichton's original novel, others were developed specifically for the movie. Michael Crichton conceived the basic idea of Jurassic Park in 1983. In its original form, the story was about a pterosaur cloned from fossil DNA and had a graduate student as the main character. After years of work and some negative feedback to early drafts, Crichton developed the theme park setting and decided to tell the story from a more mature perspective. Crichton's books have inspired multiple sci-fi movies, and his earlier novel, Westworld, similarly used a theme park setting. Spielberg bought the rights to the story before it was published, paying $1.5 million and an extra $500,000 for Crichton to craft a screenplay. However, David Koepp was brought on board to write the final draft. In doing so, Koepp made some substantial changes to the book's characters and tone. However, it was Spielberg who created the scene where a T-Rex's thumping approach causes ripples in a glass of water on a dashboard, and he was inspired by the sound of earth, wind, and fire. As he played their music in his car, the mirror began shaking to the beat. This stirred Spielberg's imagination, and he tasked Oscar-winning special effects supervisor Michael Lantieri with making it happen on screen. Lantieri, a key member of the dinosaur creation team, discovered that by attaching a guitar string to the Ford Explorer's dashboard, he could create the right frequency to induce the ripple effect. Was the Jurassic Park Jeep seen in the book? Books and screenplays are two different things, and to express a novelist's story, filmmakers often have to make adjustments. After all, a movie is a visual experience, whereas a novel can uniquely deliver exposition on its characters' thoughts and feelings. Jurassic Park is no different, and inevitably there were changes and additions to Crichton's novel. While dinosaur attacks feature throughout the novel, and the Tyrannosaurus does escape and launch an attack that leads to Alan Grant and the children becoming lost in the park, many aspects of the car attack scene are created for the movie, including the water ripple and the famous moment where the children have only a thin sheet of plexiglass to protect them from the T-Rex's jaws. Although there are many changes, for example, Dennis Nedry's death is grimmer in the book, the movie's treatment is reasonably faithful to the novel. One of the marked differences is in tone, with the book having a darker, gorier feel. This is in keeping with the movie's decision to tone down the violence of Crichton's original story. Characters undergo changes too. John Hammond, played by Richard Attenborough, is a likable, albeit eccentric character in the movie, while being a greed and ego-driven lunatic in the book. Crichton has described the book's Hammond as the dark side of Walt Disney, but Spielberg removed his antagonistic traits, saying that while Hammond was a brilliantly written villain, he was more interested in portraying the theme park owner as a cross between Walt Disney and Ross Perot. The movie is a collaborative effort, and Jurassic Park blends Crichton's creativity with that of Spielberg and its final screenwriter, Koepp. What's more, a host of special effects and tech artists contributed to the movie, turning it into one of the most memorable films of the 1990s. Inspiration can strike an artist at any time. For Spielberg in the water ripple scene, inspiration struck while the sound of earth, wind, and fire filled his car. It is no wonder that the box office takings for the beloved Jurassic Park franchise have exceeded $6 billion worldwide.